Very good morning, everyone, and warm welcome to the geography session. Here, myself, Mahesh Balakrishna Chogle from Science MPS School, and I welcome you all for this fantastic, interesting, wonderful geography topic. And that is about natural resources. Okay, in the last session, we have studied about the natural regions. Okay, for that, we will give we will follow some of the instructions like agreements between you and me. As a session, we have to follow this discipline so that our session will go systematically and it will not interrupt with any other disturbance. Okay. So whenever if you want to ask any questions, any doubts, you can keep them, you can drop your questions in the chat box or you can raise your hands. So we will discuss on each and every question or each and every doubt about you all. Okay, so you have to write in the chat box to the teacher or to everyone. Okay, so this is what just an agreement between you and me. Okay, so let's start with the review of the session. What we all have studied in the last session. What exactly we have discussed about natural regions. For that, I would like to share one questions here on the screen. Topic: natural regions. And yes, very good. Now here, review of natural regions. Okay, all the students, let's see on the screen, what is the meaning of natural regions? So in the last period, we all have studied about this. What is the meaning of natural regions? Yes, can you give the answer? Come on. Yes, natural regions are what? Yes, the climate, similar landforms, and the soil. Exactly. Very good. So this is what the natural region. Now, my next question is on the screen. What is the meaning of flora and fauna? Yes.
Flora is flora is
Yes.
all the plant life present in a particular region or time. Generally, the natural
Excellent.
occurring indigenous native plants.
Very good, beta. Very good. Excellent answer. So flora is the study of relevant plants to their particular areas. Excellent. And similarly, what exactly the meaning of fauna? Who will tell? Fauna is what? All right. So it is the study about the human animal life. It's a study about the animal life. That's it. Fantastic answer. All right. So next again to just go to review of natural vegetation. The question is here: what does the natural vegetation mean? What is yes, the study of plants and the trees in that particular region or in that particular area. So those are called natural vegetation. Okay, excellent,
Uh,
very good. And the
Natural
yes,
vegetation means plants that have not been
hmm,
grown by humans. With the change,
okay, very good answer. They are grown in the natural environment, climate. Very good, excellent. And the last question: name some of the natural regions that we have studied in the last lecture. So we have discussed about the different natural regions. So can you tell me some of the names? Could you tell me the names of that natural regions that we have discussed?
natural monsoon region, Mediterranean,
Monsoon region.
John West, European region,
Those we are going to see. Okay. Last session we have studied about Tundra. Yes, so it's Tundra region. Very good. Taiga region and grasslands. Okay, so these are the different regions we have studied. So about Tundra region, we have studied what exactly the climatic conditions in that area, what are the natural vegetations in that area, that regions, how is the human life in that Tundra region, how is the animal life, and what are the animals we can found in that region. So these are all about different natural regions we all have studied. Okay, now let's see what we are going to see in the coming session. So what are the our learning outcomes? Okay, what are our learning outcomes for this coming session? So by the end of this session, you will be able to identify or to tell different natural regions, their location and extent. Okay, after studying all these things, you can find out the different natural regions, their locations and their extent. Okay, Then their climatic conditions in that particular region, how the climatic conditions in different, as like Tundra region we have studied, similarly taiga regions we have studied, and we have also studied about the Greenland. So what exactly the natural vegetation in that particular area? So what are the different plants? What are the different trees? And how the shapes of leaves, their their height, and all those things will be included in the natural vegetation. And here again, very interesting, that is animal life. So what are the different animals we can found in that particular region, and what exactly the reason for those animals? Why those particular animals we can found in particular regions? Why not all over in all regions? Why there is a difference between different animals and different regions? Okay, and finally we will discuss, we will see about the human life. So how is the human life in that particular area? How they are living? What exactly their food, their diet, their houses? How they are constructing their houses? All these things we are going to see in this different uh, regions. Okay, so let's start with the next, that is grasslands, the southern types. Okay, so here again it is a natural region which is popularly known as grasslands. Okay, so grassland, it is, or it can be said as a southern type. It is southern type. So we will move to the location and extent of that task. So what exactly the location we have discussed? Location is what? Location is the particular space on the surface of the earth. We can find the locations on the map with the help of latitude and longitude and particular exact place of that area, exact place on particular surface of on the earth. So that is the meaning of location. What is the extent? Extent is what? The area, particular area, the length, all this comes in extent and location. Okay, so location and extent. Yes. So what exactly the location, where it is located? Grasslands in all over the regions, where exactly the grassland is located. Okay, the southern type is located. Let's see all of you on the screen. Here is between 5 degrees to 20 degrees north and south parallel in both the hemispheres. So where it is located? Between 5 degrees to 20 degrees north and south parallel in both the hemispheres. So Savannah, Africa, Queensland, Australia, the Parkland, Africa, Lowness and Campus, South Africa, and other grasslands. So if you want to see the grasslands, so where will you get the different regions? And the different regions are included, for example, in Africa. Okay, in the Savannah in the Africa. Then in the Australia, it is known as the Queensland. The Parkland in Africa. In Africa, if you go to the Parkland, you will find out the grasslands. These type of regions, like grassland regions, you will get in Africa. Lowness and Campos, that is in South America. It is southern part of America, not all in the America. We will get it in the southern part of America and other grasslands. So these are the exact place we can see. These are the exact location of that particular region. Then, if we go to the climatic condition of grasslands, वहाँ पे climate कैसे रहता है? How is the climatic condition? And as we all know, the climatic conditions of that area affects on each and everything. It means climatic conditions affects on human life. You all are agree with this or not? Yes, climatic conditions affects on human life. Climatic condition affects on animal life. Okay, so it helps to grow. It helps to survive in that particular area. Okay, their different lifestyle, their diet, and everything depends upon the climatic conditions of that particular region. So let's see what exactly the climatic conditions in grasslands. So in the grassland, the summer temperatures is around 35 degrees Celsius. So in the summer temperature is around 35 degrees Celsius, and in the winter temperature is around 24 degrees Celsius. Summer में कितना डिग्री रहता है temperature? That is 35 degrees Celsius. Got it? And in the winter you will get 24 degrees Celsius. Okay, and rainfall is around 250 to 1000 millimeter. So how much is the rainfall? So rainfall is around 250 to 1000 millimeters. Hot and humid summer, warm and dry winter. So summer कैसा रहता है? Very hot and humid. And winter कैसा रहता है? Warm and dry winter. So these are the climatic conditions of grassland. So now we will see how they are affecting on the vegetation, how they are affecting on the human life, and how they are affecting on the animal life. So if you see the vegetation, the here on the screen you will see natural vegetations of grasslands. So grasslands are tall and thick grass. ये जो आपको दिखाई दे रहा है वो बहुत tall है और thick भी है. The grass का type कैसा है? Very tall and thick because of that rainfall, because of that particular temperature. Okay. Height of the grass is around 6 meter. तो grass कितना बड़ा रहता है? जैसे 6 meter. उसको elephant type का grass बोलते हैं. So we can call it as an elephant grass because the height of that particular grass is 6 feet. But tall, very tall type of grass we will get. Because of the height, it is also called as the elephant grass. The question maybe you will get the question as like, what type of grass is this identified? So this type of grass we can find out in grassland, and that is the height is between 6 feet. Trees are rare and have umbrella-like comb. So trees are rare. Trees क्या रहते हैं? Rare रहते हैं. मतलब कम रहते हैं. And have umbrella-like canopy. Examples: okay, we gave sisal, pineapple, cactus, etc. So these are the trees which we can found in grassland because the climatic conditions are suitable for those trees. Not all different types of trees we can get here. Got it? So these are the natural vegetation. So let's move on to the animal life. So what are the different animals we can found here? Yes, next. Yes, on the screen, can you see different animals here? Yes. So see, why these animals we can find in the grassland? What exactly the reason? So why we can found here on the picture we can see the cheetah, the lion, the hyena. Okay, large number of herbivorous and carnivorous animals. So large number of herbivorous and carnivorous animals. So what exactly is the reason? Herbivorous animals are what? And what exactly the carnivorous animals? The reason behind they can get their food. They can get the green food to eat for herbivorous animals. And if you got the number of herbivorous animals in the large amount, ultimately the carnivorous animals will attract towards them to have their diet or to have their food. So that's the reason number of herbivorous animal is more. That's the reason carnivorous animals also more in that particular area. Nature has gifted them with speedy legs. Okay, so very fast. They are running very fast. So speedy legs. So cheetah, lion, they have very speed. They have very speedy legs. Skin of the animals has colorful spots and striped hands. Example: lion, cheetah, hyena, wolf, zebra, giraffe. Yes, in the pictures you can see giraffe, elephant, rhino, wild ox, buffalo, kangaroo, emu, and etc. So these are the type of different animals, and we have also discussed why these type of animals we are getting in the grassland area. Is that clear for everyone? All right. So let's move to the next. That is human life. Okay, how are the houses and their lifestyle? Next is human life. Yes, wonderful picture here on the screen for you all. So let's see how is the human life in the grassland regions, that is in the southern side. So see, if you see the picture, the houses are very different. They are not as like our houses, they are not built with the strong structure, constructions and all. They're very different. Okay, and what's the reason? Yes, what's the reason for this type of houses? Yes, their climatic conditions, their temperature, their rainfall. Okay, their water flow, their situations, their mud, soil, everything. Because of the climatic conditions, their houses, their lifestyle, their living is also different. According to the suitable conditions, they are building their houses, they are building their huts, and they are living. Okay, houses are simple with mud walls and thatched roof, without windows, short in height, and dome-shaped huts called kraals. They are called as a kraals, dome shape. देखो houses आप देखोगे तो उसका shape बिल्कुल डोम शेप है. ओके, और साउथ अफ्रीका में ऐसे जुलू कर्ल्स, you will get that examples in South Africa, and those are like dome shape. See the shape of the houses, those are like a dome, those are in the dome shape. Hunting and rearing are main occupations. So occupations, we all know that work, they day-to-day work. What exactly they are working? They are doing rearing animals and hunting. So why they are doing the rearing the animals? What's the reason? The reason is that there is a good type of grass to eat. Grassland is available. The region is full of grass, green grass, which is helpful for animals to survive and to get the food. So that is the reason that they have the occupation depending on that natural region that is on grasslands. So animal rearing and hunting is their main occupation. Main tribes including Zulu, Hausa, Masai, etc. So tribes, there is a Zulu is a kind of tribes. जैसे हम लोग डिफरेंट डिफरेंट ट्राइब्स देखते हैं, उसी तरह से वहां पे वो एरिया में हमें मेनली कौन से मिलते हैं? जुलू टाइप के, मसाई ट्राइब्स मिलते हैं. इज दैट क्लियर? So this is all about what? Grasslands and southern types of the regions. Okay. So this is what we have discussed about southern type, and we will move to the next, that is equatorial type. Okay. So next is equatorial region. Exactly. So see the screen. All of you look at the screen. So it's equatorial region, which is which you can with the tall trees and green trees. Okay. So let's see what exactly, where it is located, and what exactly the area that region has covered. Okay. So equatorial region. Now we can see on the next this one, location and extent. Yes, the next one. Exactly. So equatorial region, the location and extent, it is between 5 degrees north and 5 degrees to the south of the equator. So equator is what first of all we have discussed. Equator, the imaginary line around the earth, which ending as the equator. Okay, imaginary line. And from that, 5 degrees to the northern side, and 5 degrees to the southern side, 5 degrees to the south and 5 degrees to the north. That is from the equator. So what are the countries or what are the continents come in this equatorial region? Let's see. So Malaysia, Indonesia, Singapore, Ghana. So Malaysia, Indonesia, and Singapore is included in equatorial region. Okay. Congo basins and Amazon basins. So Amazon, near the Amazon rivers and Congo river, the basins. Nearby that area, it is located at the equatorial region. Okay. So next is the climate. So here, the climate in the summer temperature is around 30 degrees Celsius. Annual rainfall is between 2,500 and 3,000 millimeters. High heat and rainfall throughout the year. Because of hot and humid climate, vegetal little decomposes leading to disease. So here is the rainfall. See the rainfall, annual rainfall is between 2,500 and 3,000 millimeters. So rainfall is very high. So high heat and rainfall throughout the year. यहाँ पे कैसे रहता है? High heat भी रहती है, and also the rainfall is also in the heavy rainfall. Okay. So natural vegetation here, dense evergreen forest. So here is dense evergreen forest. So because of heavy rainfall and sunlight, the plants need, as we know, sunlight for photosynthesis process, to make their own food. And here the plants are getting the proper sunlight. So the growth of the plants is tall. So plants are growing and they are getting sufficient water, rainfall. So dense evergreen forest. तो forest कैसे है वहाँ पे? Evergreen है, मतलब हमेशा green दिखाई देंगे. The reason is what? Because of the heavy rainfall and sufficient sunlight to the particular trees and plants. Yeah. So we were discussing about dense evergreen forest. So why the forests here are evergreen? That's the reason is the climatic conditions are suitable. So to grow the plants or tree they are doing the photosynthesis. It means they are making their own food with the help of chlorophyll and all those things we have discussed in science. So here for these plants, they're getting the sunlight, proper sunlight and the proper rainfall. So the region we can see, equatorial region is full of evergreen forest. So examples, mahogany, greenheart, rosewood, ebony. So these are type of trees you can find in that particular equatorial region. Okay, next is animal life. It is animal life. So what type of animals we will get? Can we get the same animals as like a taiga and tundra region here? No, not at all. Can we get the same animals like hot deserts like camel and all that? Can we get the same animals like Greenland? No. Why? Because the region is totally different from that different regions. Equatorial region is different from grassland. Equatorial region is different from tundra region. Equatorial region is different from taiga region. So ultimately, the climatic conditions are also different. Ultimately, the human life and animal life will be also different. So here you will get the different animals. So what are the different animals? Let's see on the screen. A great variety in animals. Here also the great variety in animals. In marshy lands, crocodiles, anaconda, hippopotamus, etc. तो कौन से animals मिलते हैं यहाँ पे? Anaconda, see the picture, crocodiles, hippopotamus, okay? All these kinds of animals. Animals and birds are living on the trees. Example, trees पे भी ज्यादा animals मिलते हैं. उसका reason क्या है? Because the trees are very tall. In the equatorial regions, the forest is evergreen, as we have discussed. Forest is evergreen forest, so the trees and so the birds and animals can live on the trees, like chimpanzees, okay, chimpanzees and gorillas, hornbills, poisonous insects such as testy flies. Okay, so these kind of different animals and birds and insects can live in that evergreen forest. Till here, things are clear for you? Yes. All right. So last one, that is about the human life. Okay, so equatorial region. Equatorial region में लोग कैसे रहते हैं? Equatorial region में उनके houses कैसे होते हैं? How they are living? What type of clothing they are wearing? What type of food they are eating? These all things comes in human life of equatorial region. Okay. So here, human life settlements are few. मतलब population is less, not more. Okay. Human life is depend on nature. So most of the people depend upon the nature. Yes. So see the houses of that type of people, they are building their houses on the trees because we know the trees are evergreen. The forests are evergreen, big trees to save from wild animals and from other climatic conditions, natural calamities. They are building their houses on the big trees and they are living. So population is very low, less in that particular area. Okay, so this is all about the different regions and their lifestyle, their location, their extent, their climate, natural vegetation, and human life. Okay, so in this way we will move to the next task. Okay, now natural regions given in the table are found in specific latitude extent between the equator and pole. Availability of water and temperature found at determine the location and extent of these regions. Besides the regions mentioned above, there are some more regions which stand out due to the local conditions. There are monsoon, Mediterranean, and West European regions. While the monsoon and West European region stands out because of specific wind blowing there, the Mediterranean is known for its rainfall in winter. There are descriptions in the table below. Now, here, as like a tundra region, taiga region, grasslands, equatorial regions, there are some different regions which are formed by the local conditions. Okay, local condition means what? Their atmospheric or climatic conditions. For example, monsoon regions. Okay, so it means what? In which area there is a more rainfall, that particular area can be known as a monsoon region. वहाँ पे जहाँ पे ज़्यादा बारिश होती है. So that area can be stressed or can be found as a monsoon region. ओके, सो जो बाकी के इक्वेटर regions है, as like the same, there are the different regions like monsoon region, Mediterranean region. So Mediterranean region is what? Mediterranean Sea. Okay, जो Mediterranean Sea के एरिया में फाइंड आउट होता है उसको क्या बोलते हैं? Mediterranean region, West European region. So we are going to see how the same the location of that particular regions, their climatic conditions, their natural vegetations, their human life, and their animal life. So let's move to the monsoon region. Okay, so page number 34, everyone. World natural map. We will discuss on that afterwards. The monsoon region. Next is monsoon region. Yes. So here, monsoon region is what? The area where we can get more rainfall. So location and actually monsoon region where we can find out where it is located. Okay. So here, north and the south of equator between 10 degree and 30 degree, north and south parallel. अभी areas where we can get this monsoon region, कौन से area में हमें monsoon regions मिलेंगे? The examples are Indian subcontinents, Indian subcontinents, Philippines, West India, North Australia, Africa, America, etc. So these are the countries where we can find out the monsoon region. अभी climatic conditions देखो, monsoon region में climatic conditions कैसे रहते हैं? Okay. So most important thing is the climatic conditions, the locations, which depends the other things like human life and animal life and natural vegetation. Okay, so let's see what exactly the climatic conditions in the monsoon region. So in the monsoon region, summer temperature is between 27 to 30 degree. अगर monsoon region में हम summer में temperature check करेंगे तो वहाँ पे temperature रहेगा 27 to 30 degree, 32 degree Celsius. उसके ऊपर नहीं रहता, तो उसके नीचे रहता है, और that is in the monsoon region में. Okay, where there is a more rainfall. Winter में कितना रहता है? What is the temperature is in the winter? In the winter you can get 15 degree to 24 degrees Celsius. Okay, so what exactly the rainfall in the monsoon region? कितना बारिश होता है, कितनी बारिश होती है in the monsoon region में, कितनी बारिश होती है, that we will see. Rainfall is about 250 to 2500 millimeter. तो rainfall बहुत ज्यादा रहता है, इसलिए इसको क्या बोलते हैं? Monsoon region. So rainfall is about 250 to 2500 millimeters. So very heavy rainfall in that particular area. So those regions are called monsoon regions. Area gets rain in specific seasons from summer, winter, monsoon. Rainfall is highly variable and distributed in quite uneven. मतलब rainfall बहुत ज्यादा रहता है, इसलिए इसको monsoon बोलते हैं. अभी natural vegetations में क्या दिखाई देंगे देखो. अभी natural vegetations in monsoon region. So we can just, instead of going to the text or going to the content, we can imagine if there is a rainfall, if there is a more rainfall, so what will happen? If there is a no rainfall, like hot desert region, so what type of plants will we get? Can we get evergreen forest in hot desert region? No, not at all. We will get good evergreen forest where there is a good rainfall and where there is a good sunlight to that particular trees and plants, other vegetations. Okay, so these are all like, we have to imagine things, we have to think, we have to uh, uh, scrutinize on the things that wherever there is a good rainfall, there we will get the good natural vegetations, where we will get the different good animals to see and good human life to see. And where there is no rainfall, the dry conditions, the desert conditions, so ultimately we will not see good trees or plants in that area, good animals or human life in that particular area. Okay, so here in the monsoon region, what exactly the natural vegetations? Okay, semi-evergreen and deciduous forest, evergreen forest. Okay, semi-evergreen vegetation depends on distributions of rainfall. So vegetation कैसा है? Vegetation मतलब plants and animals कैसा है? Distributions of rainfall के ऊपर dependent. So examples कौन से ये this can be asked in the exams also, to be prepared for, and underline if you want. If you want to underline the names of plants and fruits, you can underline with the pencil. So these questions may come arrive in the exam. So what type of plants will we get in monsoon regions? What type of animals we can found? What type of fruits? So everything we have to mark with your pencil. So you can underline banyan, people, teak, sal, sisam, sandalwood, chicano, bamboo, acacia, shrubs, and grasses. So these are the types of natural vegetation or the plants or trees we can say in that particular area. Is that clear? So you understand the names, you have to underline those, okay? You can mark them. Okay, fine. So let's move to the animal life in that particular area. So wild animals such as tiger, lion, leopard, cheetahs, elephant, wolves, boars, monkeys, snakes, peacock, cuckoos, etc. Domesticated animals, cattle, goats, and horse. So see here, wild animals again. So what is the reason why these type of wild animals you can find out? Because of heavy rainfall, because of good rainfall, there are the different plants and trees, good forest, which help herbivores as well as carnivores to survive. Very easy. I repeat, because of good rainfall, there is a good natural vegetation, and as the good natural vegetation which helps to herbivorous animals to live there, and which herbivorous animals we can found in large number, ultimately we can find that the carnivorous animals nearby in that area in the large number. Is that clear? So ultimately all these things depend upon the particular region, the climatic conditions. Okay, all right. Now we will move to the human life. So how is the human life in monsoon region? Large number of small hamlets, considerable differences in diet and customs. Population is mostly involved in primary occupation. Main occupation is agriculture. Now large numbers of hamlets and considerable difference in diet and customs. Mostly involved in primary occupation agriculture. Why the people in the monsoon regions can do the agriculture? Can you answer my question? Yes, any one of you? Yes, students. Mahi, Meghna, others.
Sir, please repeat the
Arpit,
question.
why the people of in the monsoon regions are doing occupation as agriculture? Yes, come on. Why people are doing agriculture in occupation of agriculture in monsoon region? Yes, beta.
Because मानसून सीजन में ना रहता है प्रॉपर कि एग्रीकल्चर करते ना, तो मानसून सीजन में उतने अच्छे से नहीं होता है, और वो अपने खाने के लिए एग्रीकल्चर करते हैं और बेचने के लिए करते हैं.
Okay, but why they are doing agriculture? Agriculture क्यों कर सकते हैं वहाँ पे? What's the reason?
अच्छे से वो उगता है इसलिए.
Yes, very good. And what? अच्छे से उगने के लिए क्या चाहिए रहता है?
हमें खाद चाहिए कि वाटर, फर्टिलाइजर चाहिए.
फर्टिलाइजर. क्लाइमेट कैसे हेल्प करता है उसको बताओ. क्लाइमेटिक कंडीशन कैसे हेल्प करती है बताओ.
रेन होना चाहिए थोड़ा.
यस, वेरी गुड, वेरी गुड. गुड रेनफॉल की वजह से वहाँ पे प्लांट अच्छे से ग्रो करते हैं, सॉइल फर्टाइल होती है. सो दैट्स रीजन दैट इन द मानसून रीजन soil get proper fertile, soil get proper required fertilizers from the soil, and rainfall helps to water to the plants and agriculture. So the people living there, they are doing their main occupation as agriculture because they can grow the plants, grow the agriculture due to the help of monsoon or due to the help of water supply and the monsoon rainfall. Okay, thank you, very good answer beta. Okay, now here is again the next region, which is Mediterranean region. Mediterranean region monsoon के बाद Mediterranean region का मतलब क्या है? Mediterranean Sea आपने सुना रहेगा. Have you listened about Mediterranean Sea? So nearby that area, those are Mediterranean region. Okay, Mediterranean region. तो उसका लोकेशन कहाँ पे रहता है? उसका लोकेशन है extreme between 30 degrees to 40 degree parallel in both the hemisphere on western side of continent. Okay, वो regions कौन सी countries में, कौन से continents में we can found? So Portugal, Spain, Algeria, Turkey, California, Central Chile, Southwest and Northeast Australia. So these are the countries or these are the continents where we can found Mediterranean region. So Mediterranean region का location we have find out, हमें समझ में आया कि कहाँ पे मिलेगा, कौन से country में मिलेगा, कौन से continent में मिलेगा. Then we will move to the climatic conditions. जैसे हम लोगों ने monsoon season का climatic conditions देखा. Similarly, we will see what exactly the climatic conditions in Mediterranean region. So Mediterranean region में there is the sea, dry summer and rainfall in winter. Summer कैसे रहता है? बहुत dry रहता है. And why? Because of the sea coast. Okay. Summer temperature is 21 degree to 27 degree Celsius. Winter temperature कैसे रहता है? 10 degree to 14 degree Celsius. अब अभी annual rainfall is 500 to 1000 millimeter. The rain in winter. Winters में वहाँ पे बारिश होती है. ठीक है. अभी यहाँ पे वेजिटेशन कैसा है, मतलब प्लांट्स कैसे रहते हैं, ट्रीज कैसे रहते हैं, वी विल सी दैट इन द नेचुरल वेजिटेशन. सी इन द मेडिटेरियन रीजन द साइज ऑफ द प्लांट्स इज थिक, स्मॉल एंड ऑयली लीव. प्लांट्स कैसे रहते हैं? थिक रहते हैं, स्मॉल रहते हैं, ऑयली रहते हैं. थिक बार्क एग्जाम्पल ऑलिव ओक, चेस्टनट्स, ग्रास इन लो रेनफॉल रीजन, coniferous forest in mountain regions. Okay, so these type of plants we can or trees we can get in the Mediterranean region. Animal life कैसा है देखो. Due to animal husbandry, domesticated animals are found in large number. Goat, sheep, cow, moles, horses, etc. Animal husbandry, animal rearing is the main occupation. Domesticated animals ज्यादा मिलेंगे वहाँ पे. Domesticated animals की मतलब sheep रहती है, goat रहती है, horse रहता है, buffalo रहता है, cow. All these animals we can get in animal life. Human life, seat of Greek and Roman civilization. Main occupation is agriculture. Okay, mostly fruits and flower cultivation. अभी Mediterranean region में fruits and flower का cultivation होता है, मतलब they are collecting the fruits and flowers as their occupation. Okay. This question may come to your exercise or exam. So, in which region people are cultivating fruits and flowers? You must know the answer that in Mediterranean regions you can get fruits and cultivation of flowers. Okay. Wheat and wheat products form the staple diet. Wheat production में अच्छा है. Mediterranean regions कैसा है? Wheat production में अच्छा है. Staple food मतलब जो हर दिन का डे टू डे जो फूड रहता है उसको क्या बोलते हैं? स्टेपल फूड. कलरफुल कस्टम्स, पीपल्स आर यूजिंग कलरफुल क्लोथ्स एंड कस्टम्स, ट्रेडिशंस एंड फेस्टिवल्स दे आर celebrating. Okay, now in this way we will see the last one, that is West European region. So this is the last region, that is West European region. So West European, where we can see here on the surface that the globe we can find out as equator, and exactly to the location is West European region. So location कहाँ पे इसका? West European region is located in the western part of continent, between 45 and 65 degree north and south. कहाँ पे? 45 degree and 65 degree south. Parallel. Now अभी कौन से countries में है, कौन से कॉन्टिनेंट्स में है, थोड़ा सा अंडरलाइन करो. ऑल्सो जस्ट अंडरलाइन दोस कंट्रीज: नॉर्वे, डेनमार्क, आयरलैंड, ब्रिटिश कोलंबिया, साउथ चिली, न्यूजीलैंड. So if you go in that regions, we can find out West European regions located. Now the climatic conditions in that area: summer temperature is around 20 degrees Celsius. Mean winter temperature is around 5 degrees Celsius. Average rainfall is between 500 and 2,500 millimeters. Rainfall mostly in form of cyclones associated with western lights. So rainfall कैसे आता है? साइक्लोन की तरह से आता है. साइक्लोन्स भी ऑल नो, साइक्लोन मालूम है सबको? Yes. So cyclone, it is like a cyclonic type of rainfall. It rains throughout the year. वहाँ पे क्या रहता है, हमेशा throughout the year पूरा बारिश होती रहती है. Climate is mild. Okay. Vegetation कैसे है? Green grasses all year round. अभी देखो green grasses all year round मतलब the reason is what, अगर जैसे we have discussed climatic conditions में rainfall is for the whole year. पूरे साल भर जब रेनफॉल है तो ट्रीज और प्लांट्स को ग्रो होने में हेल्प होती है. यस और नो? So that is the reason there is a greenery all over in the year, no dryness. Okay, all over the regions are grows in the green. Trees shed their leaves in winter. Winter में क्या होता है, ट्रीज के लीव पत्ते निकल जाते हैं. Coniferous trees and short grasses. Okay, oak, beech, maple, elm, pine, spruce, poplar, etc. are the types of plants and trees in that particular area. Now, what are the different animals? Because of animal husbandry, domesticated animals in the large number. Animal husbandry because green, जैसे देखो जहाँ पर भी green lands है, grasslands है, वहाँ पे ultimately animal husbandry ज़्यादा होती है क्योंकि animals को खाना वहाँ पे ज़्यादा मिलता है. Okay, so animals are getting more food, good food in that particular area. So these are areas, most of the people remain busy or remain engaged in animal husbandry. Their main occupation is animal husbandry. So the animals like goat, sheep, cow, buffalo, cow, all these we can find as the domesticated animals in that particular area. Wild animals include wolves, foxes, deers, etc. As a greenery है तो wild animals भी मिलेंगे यहाँ पे. पीपल का लाइफस्टाइल कैसे है, लोग कैसे काम करते हैं, कौन से टाइप के लोग रहते हैं यहाँ पे देखना है. इंडस्ट्रियल और इंट्रोडक्टिव पीपल. इंडस्ट्रियलिस्ट का मीनिंग क्या है? Industrious, it means that people are very hardworking and remain busy in the work. So very hardworking and remain busy in the work. So those type of people are called industrialist people. And enthusiastic people, very energetic, enthusiastic people in that region, have been mainly sailors and explorers, use woolen clothing, have achieved progress in secondary and territory sectors. They are progressing. They are doing substitute work, like for example, as like this, they are doing ship repairing in the area. The subsidiary or secondary occupation is what? They are from the wool. They are making sweaters and that type of occupation. That is primary and secondary occupations in that area. Okay, so nowadays day by day they are progressing. Okay, so this is all about the different regions like monsoon, Mediterranean and West European regions. Besides the 9 regions given in the table, there are certain other distinctive regions which stand out because of their specific continental location. For example, the China type regions, St. Lawrence regions, see the extent of these regions. Okay, so as we have discussed about different 9 regions. Okay, so first in the different 3 regions, and in the next in the that is monsoon, Mediterranean, and what West European regions. So besides this, there are some different regions. On the screen, you can see that there is a map which can indicate the different regions with the help of different colors. Can you see the map on the screen? All of you tell me, yes or no? Come on, everyone, please reply. Hello, everyone. Can you hear?
Yes, sir.
Sir, I am asking
Madhya?
some question.
Yes, sir. Oh, sir.
I can't understand industrious. Sir, I can say walking energetically.
1 minute. Industrialists means the people those are remaining very busy and hardworking people. Industrialist people. समझ में आया? Those who are always busy and hardworking. Industrious people उनको बोलते हैं. तो वहाँ के टाइप के, वहाँ पे वो एरिया में पीपल कैसे रहते हैं, वहाँ पे इंडस्ट्रीज रहते हैं और हार्ड वर्किंग रहते हैं. इंडस्ट्रियलिस्ट का मीनिंग समझ में आया सबको?
Yes, sir. Walking energetically, na? Thank you, sir.
Energetically. Very good. Yeah, very good. Good question, Beta. Now, can you see the map on the screen? 6.1.
Yes.
Yes, very good. 6.1, the natural regions of the world. So natural regions of the world, they are shown here on the map. And at the corner, you can see the index. Can you see the index here at the corner? Can you
Sir,
see
क्या
the index
question
on the
repeat?
screen? Can you see the index at the corner? Index? Index. So index, here in the index, we can see the different colors are given. For example, for equatorial region, they have given the green color, dark green color. Okay, for grasslands in the grasslands, they have given light green color. Again, for monsoon, they have given different color. Again, for hot desert region, pink color. Mediterranean region, different color, yellow color. So all these are colors given to particular region. Is that clear for you all? Okay. Now you have to answer some questions based on these continents, based on these regions. Okay? Okay, fine. So question answers. Why are the questions on the screen, why are the carnivorous animals found in the grasslands? Who will give the answer? Come on, give me the answer. Why are the carnivorous animals found in the grasslands? हमें कार्निवरस एनिमल्स ग्रासलैंड में क्यों मिलते हैं? Who will answer? मदिया, माही, मेघना, आदर्श.
बहुत अलग रहते हैं.
Yes. We have discussed carnivorous animals हमें फॉरेस्ट में क्यों मिलते हैं? We have discussed ना. Come on.
Sir,
हाँ.
carnivorous are animals that prey on other animal in order to survive. They meat in the most essential part of their diet.
Excellent, very good. So carnivorous animal depends on herbivorous animals, and herbivorous animals are mostly found in grasslands because they can eat different grasslands as their food, so they are dependent on the grasslands. So herbivorous animals found in the grasslands. Very good answer. What's your name, Beta? What's your name?
My name is Romi.
Romy. Very good answer. Excellent. Now the question is for all, not only for Romya. Question is for all. Why are people in the hot desert engaged mostly in animal rearing? Why are people in hot desert engaged mostly in animal rearing? वहाँ पे एग्रीकल्चर क्यों नहीं करते? बाकी ऑक्यूपेशन क्यों नहीं करते? सिर्फ एनिमल रेयरिंग.
बिकॉज वहाँ पे रेत रहता है, वहाँ पे कुछ.
यस.
वहाँ पे रेत रहता है, कुछ उग ही नहीं सकते क्योंकि वो पूरा बालू बालू रहता है. ये उतना हीट रहता है.
Okay, then try to give the answer in English. So
Okay.
everyone, there is sand.
There is only sand. There is only sand, not there is very less water also.
Very good. So people cannot do the agriculture. People cannot do any other occupations in that area. So the people remain engaged in animal rearing. Now, other than Rumi, don't answer you now. If you know the answer, you just hold on. I want to answer some other students.
Okay, sir.
Okay. Now the next question. Trees in equatorial regions or equatorial forest grow tall. Why? Trees in equatorial regions or equatorial forest grows tall. Now we have discussed about equatorial regions. हम लोगों ने equatorial regions में discuss किया. Natural vegetations में हम लोगों ने इसके बारे में discuss किया. 1 minute. Other students, who is this?
So can I say?
Yes, beta. That's fine. You carry on.
The equatorial region covers only 16 degrees of the Earth's surface. It contains more than 1/2 of the world plants and animal species.
And the sunlight and the rainfall. That is also the reason. The sunlight, they are getting more sunlight, sufficient sunlight, and the proper sunlight, proper rainfall to the soil. So the trees are growing towards the sunlight. Trees are moving towards the sunlight. So the height of the trees are, which is tall. Very good, Rohini, very good answer. Now, which region is favorable for fruit production? Just now we have this. Come on, who will give me the answer? 1 minute, 1 minute. Other students, which region is favorable for fruit production? We have discussed that flower cultivation and fruit production. Do you remember?
Sir, I say
Wait, just hold on, just hold on. Other students, Adarsh, Arpit, Meghna, Mahi, Madhya. Come on. Yes, beta, you give the answer.
okay, sir. Because ना सर 2 मिनट देंगे सर थोड़ा सा थिंक करने के लिए. There is a particular reason in the.
So you just tell me the name of that region. I want the name of the region. Which region? कौन से एरिया में? कौन से region में fruit cultivate? हाँ.
Because of the tall grasses.
Okay, but my question is, I want the name of that region. I want the name of that monsoon region, Mediterranean region, or West European. Which region? You just tell me the name. कौन से रीजन में फ्रूट कल्टीवेशन होता है, फ्रूट प्रोडक्शन होता है? नेम ऑफ दैट रीजन. कम ऑन. यस, मानसून में होता है कि मेडिटेरेनियन में होता है कि वेस्ट यूरोप में होता है? बताओ
सर,
हाँ.
ये क्वेश्चन रिपीट करो एक बार.
In which region is favorable of food production? Mediterranean and West Europe.
Grassland.
So, in the Mediterranean region, the fruit production, in the Mediterranean region, fruit production and flower cultivation has been done in the large amount. So, this is about the reasons we have discussed, and thank you all of you for your nice answers, wonderful answers. I'm very happy to your response, and thank you for cooperation. Thank you for all the things. We will stop. Thank you so much.
Sir, and thank you कि बड़े मैम भी है इधर, उनको भी thank you so much.
थैंक यू सर. थैंक यू मैम.